Hello, this is Patricia from patriciafenty.com, and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this really pretty 10-petaled flower in 2 different colors. So the yarn that I'm using for this project is the Mondial Cotton Soft. It's a number 3 fingering weight yarn, and the number 864 is the red color. And number 312 is the lavender color. And we'll get started, starting with the center with the red. Now this is a slightly more advanced pattern, simply because working with the finer yarn can be a little bit tricky for a beginner. But I do have the beginner crochet series that you can check out, and that shows you all the stitches you need to know to crochet this flower. And so starting with a slip knot, I'm going to put that on your hook and then set up your tension and start with a chain 7. Six and 7. And I just realized I don't have my glasses. I can't see what I'm doing. And that's better. Now I can see. Then you'll create a ring by doing a slip stitch into the top loop of your first chain. And just like that. And then you'll chain 1 and make this a loose chain because you'll be joining back into this when you come around. And then you'll do 13 single crochets into the center of the ring. And just working all the way around with 13 single crochets. So we'll see you at the end of this round. So there's 13. And now you're going to join this round by going into that first chain 1, going under 2 loops, and join with a slip stitch. And then chain 2, and this will count as a half double crochet. And then you're going to do a half double crochet back into that same stitch. And I'm sorry, I actually do a double crochet here, but just do a half double crochet so you're pulling through all the loops. And then you'll go into the next stitch with a half double crochet. There we go, that's a half double crochet. Then you'll do 2 half double crochets into the next stitch. So there's 1, and then going back into the same stitch with another half double crochet. And then do 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, just 1. And so you'll repeat that all the way around, doing 2 half double crochets into one stitch and 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. And you'll repeat that all the way around. All right, so coming to the end of this round, you should have just 1 stitch left, and you've finished off with the 2 half double crochets into that stitch, and then you'll do 1 half double crochet into the last stitch. And then you'll join this round by doing a slip stitch into the second chain of the beginning chain 2. And then you can fasten off with a chain 1 if you like. You don't have to, you can just fasten off without the chain 1. That's a personal choice. And there is the center of the flower. And you'll just darn in your tail ends, and we'll come back and do the next round. All right, now that you've darned in your ends, it's ready to go. We're going to join the new color with a single crochet. So start with a slip knot. Put that on your hook, and you want to start this in the first stitch right after the knot, that knot where you cast off. You go into that first stitch right after that, going under both loops, and bring the yarn from behind, bring that through to the front, flip your tail over, and you have 2 loops on your hook, and do a single crochet, and that's joining on with a single crochet. Now we'll do a chain 4, and then you'll skip a stitch and do a single crochet into the next stitch, going under both loops, and then chain 4 and skip a stitch, do a single crochet into the next stitch, and you're going to repeat that all the way around. Okay, so coming to the end of this round, I'm doing a single crochet, and if it's worked out correctly, you'll have 1 stitch here left. So chain 4, and then you'll join this round by doing a slip stitch into the bottom of that single crochet, and just do a slip stitch just like that. And then you should have 10 loops all the way around. And now we'll be working into there to create the petals. So now you go into the first chain 4 space with 2 single crochets. So there's 1 and 2, and then a half double crochet, and this yarn is really hard to work with half double crochets. I don't know why I chose to do half double crochets in this pattern, but anyways, try this again, a half double crochet. Yeah, the ply is quite loose with this yarn, but it's such a pretty yarn. And then do 2 single crochets in that same chain 4 space. Then you go into the next chain 4 space and do 2 single crochets, and then a half double crochet and 2 more single crochets. And that finishes that petal. And you can see how that's creating a nice pretty little flower shape. So just carry on and repeat that all the way around. I'll just do 1 more. So 2 single crochets, a half double crochet, and 2 single crochets. So carry on, and I'll see you at the end of this round. Okay, so here I am at the last petal, the 10th petal here. So I'll just do my 2 single crochets, the half double crochet, and 2 more single crochets. And then you'll join this round by going into that very first single crochet, just going into the bottom of that single crochet, and do a slip stitch to join. And if you like, you can do a chain 1 to fasten off, or just fasten off without the chain 1. And just pull that off. And then you're gonna want to darn in your tail ends. And there you go. And you can either finger press it or use a steamer to press that. And isn't that such a pretty little flower? So I hope you like this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more creative and inspiring videos. Thank you for joining me.